If you're an African student looking for countries with easy immigration policies, here are some of the top options to consider. If you know you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please kindly do so. You need to do that. If you know you do not like, you do not comment, or you do not share, please kindly do so. It is today on College Migration TV, and we have one of the prominent managers for College Migration right here with us, Mr. Timothy Adedapo, right here on our show. You're welcome.
Thank you. Hello.
It's good to have you once again in our show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's good to also see your face again.
All right, good to see you too. So today we'll be talking about countries with easy immigration policies, and we have United Kingdom as one of the top options to consider. Can you talk about it?
All right. So I advise you to, if you are looking at a country that, offers you, some persons have asked me, can I get like a guarantee for my visa? So it means that when you are doing your application for the visas, one sweet thing about the United Kingdom is you are sure what you're going to get. So if you are investing your money, you are sure that at the end of the day, you're going to get the visas for most of the time, because they operate what is called a point-based system. So
Okay.
it means the fees you are paying, each of the processes, just as you are putting 1 + 1 = 2, that's how the visa process is. So get all the required documents, get the required, the required proof of fund, as the case may be. Get your visas at the end of the day, and then post-graduation, you have two options. You can decide to switch to your post-graduation work visas, or you decide to just could be 2 to 3 years, depending on the course. Or you can also decide to get a graduate job, which is a 5 years visa to stay in the UK. And then, immediately you finish your 5 years, you can then apply for permanent residency, and then subsequently, after 7 years, you can apply for the passport, the British passport, so which makes you a citizen.
Okay.
And then, so that's pretty much, those are the advantages of studying the UK. It's also noteworthy that if you have a dependent child, you don't have to worry about the tuition, because the government will take care of the child as well.
Wow,
So
that's amazing.
should bear that in mind, that yes, as much as possible as you're also studying, the government is also taking care of you, even when you are even a non-citizen. But by the fact that you are a resident of the United Kingdom, they are obligated to take care of even your kids, as well as you also work and also take care of your own family by yourself. So,
Well, that's a very wonderful advantage right there. And then the second, we have Australia, and we all know that Australia provides a very high standard of living, quality education system. Can you just please explain to us?
So, in comparison, I would say that Australia has a very unique way of integrating foreigners into their system. So it means for everyone coming to Australia, the end goal, because the Australian government has noted that for everyone coming who is a foreign student who comes to Australia, they do not want to lose their talent to other parts of the world. Why? Because they want to maintain a strong grip of international student market. So it simply means that when you come into Australia, the overall end goal is to change your student visa, your post-study visa, and then finally to permanent residency card, and also finally to a citizenship of Australia. So it means that when you are studying in Australia, the investment you are putting in, you're eventually going to reap it at the end of the day, because it will help integrate into the Australian society. That's the advantage of studying in Australia. Pretty much within 5 years, you'll be able to apply for permanent residency.
Really?
While you are in Australia.
Wow.
So that's it.
Good. That's good. And we have United States, and we just want you to help us explain for people actually watching. United States is a very, so just explain to us.
So now the advantage number one is the fact that a lot of persons will be like, oh, I don't have so much money. Those are the kind of people that you see a lot of them apply to the United States, because there are options for you as foreign students to go to the United States. Number one is the fact that you can apply to schools that has a good amount of scholarships. Number two is the fact that if you apply to the US and your visa is approved, post-graduation, you have an option to either work with a company,
Wow.
or we apply for a global talent visa. So you can definitely come back to work in the country because while you have already studied in the US at any time. So if you also apply for a STEM program, you can also remain in the US for up to 2 years post graduation for those who study STEM related programs like science, technology, engineering, or management. So you can remain in the US post graduation. So additionally, I would also advise you want to consider the US. Why? Because for those who are looking to start a business, those who are looking to create wealth for themselves. I'm not saying it's not available in every other country, but then it's a land of the free, it's a land of equal opportunity for a lot of people who are non-citizens of the United States. So you can get those options, or you can build a life for yourself as well, studying the US.
That's a very wonderful advantage. And we have New Zealand. It says that New Zealand boasts excellent living standards. Can you explain to us what?
So one of the most interesting parts of New Zealand is the fact that the love for nature is number one. The love for nature, the love for natural habitat, not to destroy the local, the nature. Now, when you have people coming to New Zealand, they also want you to integrate the New Zealand culture. So when you want to study in New Zealand, you should know that they don't want you to go back home, because they will tell you that the opportunities you will find in their own country is way higher than where you're coming from. So you need to tell them what you're going to do in New Zealand, because they know you're going to definitely get a PR. It's more or less like saying, come and study in New Zealand and become a citizen.
Wow.
So if you want to study in New Zealand, just know that when I'm packing my bags, when you pack your bags and you're leaving Nigeria, you most likely only come to visit Nigeria again. And in the long run, you will most definitely become a citizen of New Zealand. That is the end goal of studying New Zealand. And most of the courses you will find on university's portal are those courses that will allow you to train to get a permanent residency. So you will find courses in health, you will find courses more in construction, you will find courses more in management, you will find courses more in STEM. That's such that when you study those courses, you will be able to integrate to New Zealand society in the long run. So that's the advantage. That's a very big advantage of studying in New Zealand.
Okay, I must say that's a very wonderful advantage, And I get to hear about packing your bags and then you're not coming back there. And the people watching that, we actually love this option. And then we have Canada. It says that Canada has a very welcoming atmosphere and highly developed economy. Just explain to us. Go into detail.
Number one, Canada is very popular.
Yeah.
For
you say that
the fact that it's the land of the free. Your culture, you're not discriminated against because of your race, your idea. It's welcome at any time. And then, one of the most interesting thing about Canada is the fact that if you get Canadian student visa, it's more or less like an opportunity or a ticket for your life to change overall. So what it means is that when you get a Canadian student visa, you can convert post-graduation anyways. You can convert it, you can remain. Some courses can allow you to remain 3 years, while some you have to look for a job to be able to remain. That's the current requirement at the moment. So what it tells us is that you study in Canada, you can transition to be a permanent resident after a few years, of contributing to the Canadian economy. So that is the advantages of studying in Canada as at the present. And then additionally, you will find one of the lowest tuition fee in international markets. The most flexible in terms of the payments for the tuition fees. That's what you have for Canada.
Well, I think payments being flexible is a very wonderful advantage for people watching right now, because definitely we want to go to a place whereby it's very flexible. You know what I mean? So then we have Spain. And it says that Spain offers Nigerian students a compelling postgraduate study destination. Can you please go into details about the school Spain?
I want to just say that Spain is welcoming. The fact that the major cities, Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, they have a good number of students that speak English, a good number of citizens that speak English. Makes it a very good ideal place for you. And then the fact that the schools that are also able to, you are also able to enroll in Spanish, you learn Spanish. All of these will count for you when you are applying for foreign residency to be a citizen of Spain or to remain in Spain. So you are able to learn the language, learn your course, which is in English, and also apply for foreign residency after 3 years of being in Spain. So it means you can decide to apply for foreign residency, you get approval, also speak Spanish, right? And then they have a very nice culture in terms of, you know, their culture in terms of the food. That is number one. They are being able to welcome foreigners as well. That's another thing that they also, you know, possess. And then the cost of tuition is very, very low. Their tuition fee is very, very low. You have your diplomas, you'll be seeing diplomas for like 5,500 euros. Some master's program of 6,500 euros, or there are some that are 8,000 euros as well. So they are very, very low compared to their counterpart countries that also have quite a bit of the same cost, but then their tuition is higher. So that is the advantage, you know, of studying in Spain.
And I love the fact that you will be able to also learn how to speak Spanish, and I think that's a very wonderful advantage for anyone who would like to go to the country to study. Yeah, so that's good. We have Ireland. You know, Ireland provides ease of doing business and economy efficiency. They also have vibrant culture scene. Can you just go into details for people watching?
Okay, so one of the advantages of studying Ireland is for you to know that Ireland is like a business hub. You know, they have a very robust system that supports businesses. So you will find that the businesses that usually would not be funded. Let's say the business started in Nigeria, funded while you are there. So it means if you're a business person, you're looking to enhance your business, improve your business. You know, Ireland is one of the best options for you, and they have a 5 years post-graduation plan. So it means that if you study a 2-year program, you can apply for foreign residency for temporary to remain in Ireland depending on the course, within 3 to 5 years, you get to remain in Ireland. Then you can then file for foreign residency at the end of the expiration of this period. So those are the advantages for studying Ireland. And also, it's an English-speaking society. So it means you don't have to worry about whether they speak English or they speak the language. So
wow, that's very good. And we have Malta. And it says that Malta offers Nigerian students a unique blend of affordability, quality education, and strategic location. Can you go into details of people watching?
So I would say that studying in Malta is a European country, so it means studying in Malta will give you access to other 29 EU countries. And then at a lower fee, your pool of fund is lower than any other country. And then the schools that are there also are saying that if you study a course in our school and you cannot get a job, come back, we will fund you 70% of the tuition fee. So they are sure that you're going to get a job. Why? Because Malta has maintained the least percentage of unemployment rate in Europe. That's about 3%. No other European country has that number. They have about 3% non-employment. Now, it means the person doesn't have a stable employment. You know, doesn't have a place he goes to every day. So that's what it means by non-stable employment. Okay, that is 3%. That is the least in all part of Europe. So they are sure, the schools are sure that if you cannot get a job in Malta, come and collect your money back.
Wow,
you understand?
That's
or you enroll for another program. So that is how it's been done. That is the advantage. And then you can also claim permanent residency, and you can also travel to other EU countries, even while you are still a student. Okay, those are the advantage. And it's in English. They speak Maltese and English. English is predominant language in Malta.
Okay, and that's all about the schools. And then it says that this country offers various visa options, including students. Can you just explain that?
So there are various visa options. Interestingly, is the fact that in terms of their visas, you have some countries that use what they call a point-based system.
Okay.
It's interesting to know that almost all European countries, I use the word almost because there are some that do not want to consider the point-based system. But you have Spain, you have Malta, they are all on point-based system. Ireland on a point-based system. UK number 1 on the point-based system. You meet the requirements, you get the visas, no extra consideration.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
For Canada, you have to submit your application copy. Then for US, you have to defend your visa, your student visa interview very well in order to get approval.
Okay. I think
Get
we've
your
heard.
visa approved.
Okay, I think we've heard a lot from him, and most people watching this particular episode will be more concerned because they might also have questions, information. So if they have any questions or information, how should they go about it?
So if you have a question about what to do, how to apply, simply log on to www.collegemigration.com, click on sign up, and then one of our customer representatives will reach out to you. Because once they reach out to you to explain your situation to them,
Okay.
they will provide you a very suitable option that would allow you to go independent. It's also interesting to know that traveling to UK with your dependent is still very much possible.
Okay.
Reach out to our consultant or our customer experience officers to help you with the right school, the right courses, and then just boom, you are there in the UK because it's a step-by-step process. It's like a 1+1. So meet all the requirements to get the visas, and that's it. So your life will definitely, will take a drastic change.
Yeah.
Going forward.
But better.
Yes, that's it.
Like you have heard from Mr. Timothy at Datapo. So if you have further questions or you want to know more about this post, you can just log on to www.collegemigration.com. Then you sign up and one of the customer representatives will definitely attend to you. Thank you very much for coming to our show today.
All right. Well,
Yeah, so that'll be all on today's episode from College Migration TV. Please do not forget to like, to comment, and then share. And also, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to always get every information and details that you will need from College Migration TV. I still remain your beautiful, elegant, and gorgeous host, Faithful Ifeanyi, popularly known as QOB. And also, please do not forget to follow us on all our socials: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and then Twitter at College Migration. See you on the next episode. Bye for now.